On today's episode of Fishing in the Wild, my good friend Harper and I are traveling to Northern Ontario for a week-long fly-in fishing trip to the Attawapiskat River.
Actually pulling the whole boat out.
Oh my goodness!
These boys know how to bring it walleye.
This river flows 750 kilometers from the Hudson Bay lowlands all the way to the west coast of James Bay.
We ain't got any bears!
It is one of the best pike and walleye fisheries Canada has to offer.
Oh my god!
So join us as we embark on this fantastic adventure.
Jonesy comes up to me and says, I quit my job and I want to start my own fishing show. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in? I was like, yeah, dude, let's make this happen.
Had a nice follow. I'm using an inline Mepps musky killer right now.
Hi, my name is Matt Jones. A year ago I was heading for a lifelong career in the corporate world. I wasn't fulfilled and I wasn't happy. I realized that the only way I was going to find true happiness was to do the one thing I love more than anything else in this world.
I feel fantastic. Life is good.
And that's fishing. My buddy Harper is a filmmaker and an avid outdoorsman as well. We got into my car and drove for 2 days north of the city to a little town in northern Ontario called the Keene.
Hey, I'm Harper. Jonesy and I have been buddies since we were 3. I used to go fishing with my dad when I was a kid. I thought I knew a thing or two about fishing. Until I hit the road with Matt Jones. By the time we got to Nakina, the weather had turned. We called the airbase and found out that our plane probably wouldn't be taking off the next day.
So Harper and I checked into the Twin Lakes Lodge, the staging ground for all trips north.
It's raining pretty hard, it's supposed to rain for the next couple of days, so we're not even sure we're going to be able to get out on the plane tomorrow night.
So Jonesy and I went to work organizing all our fishing and camera gear.
Good. Well, I'm getting there. We'll see. The next day, despite miserable weather, all flights were a go. We boarded a single prop float plane, and before long, we were airborne. The plane ride was rough to say the least. I got to sit in the cockpit and look out the window.
Might be a little bumpy.
I wasn't prepared for the pilot to be mowing the treetops. That was quite the experience, let me tell you. And flew 2 more hours before finally arriving at our destination. Eddie North's Attawapiskat River Adventures. A crew of workmen was en route to open a different camp, but due to poor weather, it rerouted and dropped the crew off at our camp instead.
Got the champagne over here.
Eddie made room for us all and welcomed us with a magnificent feast.
It's from the Eddie North Vineyards on the Attawapiskat River Valley.
This is Eddie.
Beyond the hills over here.
Since 2009, he has owned this little off-grid piece of heaven, which operates as a fishing camp in the spring and summer and a hunting camp in the fall.
Tonight we break bread with our new friends.
Tomorrow, we're heading out in the river in search of monster pike.
You know all these guys? No.
I just jumped on the flight.
We know each other, man. It's been 2 days. Nobody stabbed to death, buried, half or anything, or died. It's all good.
Even with the cold front coming in, northern pike are in our future.
Woo! Wow, that's a good one.
It was a cold start to our trip as we ventured out. The cold front wouldn't let up, but the guys had some suggestions for where we could find some pike. So after 3 days of travel, we were finally in search of big game.
There's a long history of big fish in the Attawapiskat, and right off the bat, I was about to catch the biggest pike on the river.
You got a big one on.
Well, maybe not the biggest.
Oh no, it's a decent one though.
But at least we had our lines in the water and the Attawapiskat River adventure was underway.
Blue skies, baby. One pile there, this guy just hit.
found an infestation.
We have. He's already tuckered out.
Well, it took a while for us to get here, but now here we are at last.
Fucking pike loaded in here, dude.
Why don't you all raise a glass? 'Cause we've been sitting on the roof.
Chris is hooked into a nice, large northern pike. Guess what, buddy? It's your new personal best. Again. Pull, 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 pull. There you go. We're in. Nice pike, man.
We didn't measure him. But it was big. But it was fun and it was big.
Woo! Fatty. Oh, wow. That's a really nice sized pike. Oh, look at the back on this. Let's see what she's clocking in at. Oh, nice pike.
So we're up at Attawapiskat River and it's about 4 feet higher than it was last year. It's full spawning mode, so we have to cast as close to the timber as possible, which can be tricky at times, but hopefully this will produce a nice sized pike shortly.
The technique we're using for northern pike is called stick and move. The idea here is to cover as much water as possible and search out those really aggressive pike.
That bird thought twice and flew right back into her cage.
We just had 2 really big pike follow our inline spinners into the boat. Right in this one little area, so they wouldn't bite, but they were definitely behind it. So I'm putting on a soft plastic jig right now, and I'm gonna try and entice one of these guys to hopefully commit and bite.
Early in the season, the pike are in spawning mode and are very shallow, so we're casting the tree lines and the shorelines everywhere, not spending too much time in one location. Stick and move until you get a hookup.
Worth trying. Yeah, that's the one downside to showering up here. Magnet for black flies.
Which works beautifully for me.
Average size pike.
Gets you right off the cast, eh?
As soon as it landed, so it was a reaction strike.
That's a good fight in him.
He is lively. And he's already off. There. Oh, shit. Not a bad guy. This is just an average pike for what we've been catching.
Well, you broke our skunk.
That's true.
All we learned just a quiver of smoke.
That female's having a tough time swimming with him on her back.
There's a lot of love in these woods.
We're gonna fish this giant floating tree, which actually isn't floating. It looks like it's run up on ground. And we're gonna cast some bucktails and spoons.
Northern pike are definitely ambush predators, so they like to hide behind different structure, weed lines, fallen sunken wood. The idea is to cast as close to them as possible and have them come out and smash your lure.
Oh, there he is. He just took my Mr. Twister.
It's really important to watch your lure as you reel it into the boat. Northern pike love following lures and they'll often hit boat side.
Where there's one, there should be more too. So he bit short. He just got my trailing twister tail. New trailer on. And I think we can hear the drone of Eddie's boat right now. Just a good old Johnson minnow.
Johnson.
Got him. It followed and hit that a bunch of times. Hopefully this guy should just pop right off. Just a little guy. We're gonna find his mama though. Howdy.
What's up?
Just got one here actually.
Oh, right in that little bay there?
Yeah.
There used to be a spike camp there.
There's got to be all these little bays in here. We're gonna hammer this. Are you guys gonna walleye fish or pike?
You guys are out for the big fellas.
Yeah.
You think a 40-inch pike still feels good on the end of your line. Wait till you get a bull moose.
When we return, we get into our first northern pike over 35 inches.
So here's an Attawapiskat River pike.
Fish are always adapting to changing conditions, and as fishermen, we need to adapt with them. Last year, we named the spot Bay of Pigs because it produced most of our big pike. However, the water level was 5 feet higher this year and did not produce the fish we had hoped for. So we decided to move to another bay just off the main channel of the Attawapiskat River.
Fish on.
And we struck gold with our first 40-inch pike.
Oh, very nice. Beautiful pike.
There's nothing like the excitement of a big northern pike peeling drag from your reel. This is a beautiful pike.
So here's an Attawapiskat River pike. Charged the bait from about 10 feet away. Missed it the first time, came back, and we hooked him the second time. We should get a measurement on him. Nice 40-inch. 10 pounds.
Most of the big pike that we're going to catch are actually big breeding females, and it's really important that we release them healthy and as quick as possible into the water. This is important as it ensures a great fishery for years and years to come.
American boys.
Fishing comes down to skill and experience, but sometimes it's just pure luck.
How have you guys been doing?
That fucking stringer busted in the water. We lost everything.
Really?
Oh.
How many do you have on there? 3. Good luck, boys.
We decided to head back to the lodge and celebrate a great day of fishing. Don't go away. When we come back, the whole crew heads out in search of walleye. My buddy Harper and I were fishing at Eddie North's Attawapiskat River Adventures.
Eddie had offered to take the whole camp upriver in a flotilla. And the plan was for everyone to spend the day fishing for walleye.
It'll be a good day. Some big fish will be caught today, I bet.
At the end of the day, to have a giant fish fry up.
On the inside line.
Eddie certainly knew where he was taking us.
Yeah, I just got my 17.5.
Way to go, guys. That's awesome.
We don't even know what we're doing.
And I'm a chick.
It seemed like everyone was striking walleye gold.
I just caught that one right there on the spinner bait.
Nice.
Now it was our turn.
What you got on there, Chris?
Got a nice little walleye on here. Like maybe 18 inches.
Walleye, also known as pickerel, is an excellent eating fish.
There you go, buddy.
Not too shabby.
These things are great, eh? The fish grip. There you go. Beautiful walleye.
There you go.
There's some fast water when it gets this high.
No kidding. Going upriver is no problem at all. It's easy to keep your boat in line. It's going downriver.
You gotta go faster.
You slow down and it spits you sideways. You're in deep trouble at that point.
Follow the calm water.
Yeah,
Calmness
exactly.
is the deepest.
Beauty.
Little bit. 3 or 4 on the stringer, and we've let go 3 of them over 25 now.
Nice. What are you guys using?
Spoons. We were going for pike, and all of a sudden we got into these, so we threw an anchor out.
Nice. So we just got into a back bay. We've been looking for some big walleye, and this is definitely a big walleye. Let's see what lure we're using. Silver Rapala Husky Jerk. Just casting to the shore. 24.5-inch walleye. Beautiful walleye. Nice and fat. Clear sunny day, and the walleye are biting now. That was Chris's new personal best walleye. So he's got a 40-incher and a 24.5-inch walleye.
Right on.
Yeah. How's that for your first taste of pike and walleye? Apparently the walleye don't really like biting very much, but then again,
These boys know how to bring in walleye.
look at those. Are you using that flicker shad again?
Oh yeah. It's like a bass bait hooker there.
That's what you're catching them on?
Yeah.
Hells yeah.
That. I was throwing this for a little bit.
A jig?
Jig and the twisted tail.
Yeah, perfect. Twilight hour. Just gonna cast an inline spinner through every little back bay of this bigger bay.
On the way back to camp, Jonesy and I saw this perfect little bay. The sun was setting, and we just had a feeling that there was something waiting in there for us.
Here we are, dusk is approaching. Perfect time of night for these guys to come out and play. I think the whole camp, we have probably 20 to 30 guys like this. Perfect eater.
We couldn't pass up the opportunity to put one more walleye on the stringer. So it was a peaceful ride back to Eddie's for another great night at the lodge.
That is all right, man.
How heavy is that?
Good feed for the boys.
How'd you guys do?
Not too bad.
Yeah? Get some pickerel?
We got 5. Found some black water up there where it wasn't, running 90 miles an hour?
Yeah.
And that's where we're getting them.
We jigging? Or grapplas?
Trolling.
Casting and trolling.
A few more to add to the pile.
Beautiful.
Yeah, there's
Fishing
a
fry
bunch.
tonight.
All right, here we got Coop showing us how it's done. Oh yeah. Being shot through a screen door due to its graphic nature.
Hey, he has a pile.
What you got there, Eddie?
Nice walleye. Gotta give him a bad dude.
Yeah, we ain't got any bears.
He just makes everybody else nervous.
I think the first beer died.
Oh, is it?
The culinary aspect.
The best part. Grab some butter.
Yeah, this is all off of one tomato.
Inside, Eddie gave Harper a quick tutorial on frying up walleye.
Just the dusting more than anything. That's what you want.
You know how many fish we ended up with in here?
It's got to be a dozen or so anyways. Just enough, eh?
Of course, what would a fish fry be without chips?
Right, I like Heinz.
Nice and going, guys. That was
Right.
There's nothing like eating fresh fish that you caught yourself earlier that same day.
Right, I'm gonna eat it.
Oh, I'm Canadian.
The verdict seemed to be pretty much unanimous. Delicious.
Don't go away. When we come back, Harper and I head out in the water for another afternoon of chasing big pike.
I feel like I'm sinking.
Eddie's camp on the Attawapiskat River is so remote that he has to have his supplies shipped in by plane. Food, beer, gasoline, whatever will keep the crew happy.
I think I recognize
Harper and I head out in the water for another afternoon of chasing big pike. And it wasn't long before this beauty hit his lure.
Oh, it's a long one, Herbs. So this was caught off a white inline spinnerbait. Nice 40-inch, beautiful Attawapiskat 40-inch northern pike. What a long fish with a big head on it. My goodness. And it's a large pike. Oh, there we go. It's a pretty fish. Beautiful colors on her. We were here last year, and 10 minutes later we turned around and the storm was on top of us.
Oh, wow. Actually pulling the whole boat. Oh my God, look at this thing.
This is our final day here at Attawapiskat River, and what a week it's been. We've made some great friends and caught some spectacular fish.
Oh, wow.
I have a feeling that this river is not quite done with us yet.
What a head on this guy. He looks like he's hooked pretty well. Or not. Wow. Peel and drag. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. He just goes where he wants to. This is what we've been after. This is a large and in charge fish. Oh my. Oh. This looks like it's about 45, 46 inches. Wow. And the head on this. This is a large pike. Got it on an inline spinner bucktail, a Mepps musky marabou. Oh, and there she goes. Whew, I feel fantastic. Life is good. Oh, it's a good one. Midday, 2 o'clock, casting at Johnson's Silver Minnow with a little white Mr. Twister trailer on it. And this guy just absolutely clobbered it. Oh, nice. That's well over 40. Big.
That's a big fish.
This is a big, and it's fat. Wow. Woo! The head on this. Now this is well over 20.
What are you gonna name her?
This is Big Bertha, without a doubt. This will be my new personal best pike. Just caught that 46.5-inch pike. We've had a few follows and fish are biting right now. However, we're gonna have to make a run back to camp. There is no outrunning that storm. We've seen quite a few lightning strikes. We'll at least head back to camp so we can see camp when this hits. We're better safe than sorry. Ospreys, I believe.
For more information about our show, check out the website at fishinginthewild.com.
Now this is what Fishing in the Wild is all about.
Oh my God!
Oh, it's a monster.
Oh yeah.
It is.
Oh my God! Look at this thing.
Drag set, okay? Take your time.
Yeah.
We're good. What happened?
Actually pulling the whole boat out away from.
How did that fish hit, Chris?
Hit about 6 feet off the bow.
You have a monster on.
Yes, I do. I saw him hit right there.
This is a monster.
That is
wow. Oh, it's a huge pike. That might be big fish of the week. And in charge.
Yeah,
right there. Take your time, buddy.
I am full of excitement right now.
It is 8:45. And the reason it's still light out is because we're on the west coast of James Bay. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's well over 20 pounds. This might actually go 50, so we're gonna get a measurement on her. Wow, what a fish. So this one was caught on an inline Mepps number 5 white spinnerbait. And the fishing today has been spectacular. So look at the mouth on this guy. You can see why pike have the reputation for eating birds and rodents and all sorts of things. And this is the biggest pike I've ever seen in my life, ever.
That's the last time I go skinny dipping.
Wow, what a way to end our trip at Attawapiskat River. So what have I learned so far? If one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. Our time had come to say goodbye to this magical place.
What's going on, buddy?
There's something about spending time with good people in this wild and natural setting that does the soul good.
Assembly line.
No doubt.
Engine, number
Who's in
9.
charge of the cheeks and the wings?
Louder right here, buddy.
Nice.
This river will forever be in my mind as I dream about the next adventure there and what swims below the surface.
This is the life.
For more information about our show, check out the website at fishinginthewild.com. Next week on Fishing in the Wild.
Oh, it's a big one.
There he comes.
Good life. Very good life up here. You gotta pretty much fly in a portage.
That's a nice French River pike.
Oh my God! Now that's fishing in the wild.